All right, boys. A little motivation for y'all. It's about 12 a.m. Sunday morning, and I'm here recording a video. You have no excuses. This video title is exactly what I mean. You have no excuses. Look at the situation that I'm in. Look at my room. I live in one of the richest cities in Texas, probably in the world. My parents have set me up for generational wealth. I live in $1 million house, and I guarantee you I hustle harder than 90% of y'all. You could say it's due to genetics. You could say that it's due to the position that I'm in. You could attribute it to anything that you want to attribute it to. But I guarantee y'all, none of y'all will want it as bad as me. And I guarantee you, regardless of wherever y'all come from, regardless of if you're watching this in Section 8 housing, regardless if you're watching this in a mansion, regardless if you're watching this on the streets of Dallas, Texas, I guarantee you I've gone broke more times than any of y'all ever have. And this is not to say that uh obviously it's easier for me to go broke than 95% of y'all due to the fact that I have a backbone with my parents and just having a security. But 90, nah, I'm not gonna say 90%. A good amount of people who are into this e-commerce space, who are into making money online, y'all are probably in the same situation as me with parents who both work jobs. And honestly, just none of y'all will want it as bad as I have ever wanted it, and y'all have no excuse. You have no excuse to chase your goals, to not chase your goals. If you want something, go get that shit. I live by the shit. Bro, I promise I want it more badly than anybody watching this video. I want it more bad than. I have no reason to be doing all this. I have no reason to be making content on social media daily. I have no reason to constantly be backtesting. I have no reason to always be on the charts, to always just be looking to make my next move. I have no reason to do any of it, and I still do it. Why? Just because this is something I want. I need to build generational wealth. I've wanted it since I was a kid. It's been my, since I'm, look at this. I'm, not to flex on y'all, but, not to say I'm, Kai that shit, I'm doing more than y'all, but, bro, I have books on my desk. I have countless, this journal filled with notes, filled trading notes. The PC behind me, bro. The documents on this shit, I have over at least 10 Google Docs with at least 20 to 30 pages of notes on this trading shit. I've really done my due diligence to this shit. I got a job to fund trading. The house I live in $1 million house. I have no reason to be working for $13 an hour. I did that shit. That's not to say that it's hard. That's not to say any of that, but don't be comfortable with the position that you're in, right? I could sit here and I could be lazy day after day, just scrolling on social media, doing jack shit all day. That's not to say that I don't scroll on social media. I do that shit. I be doing scrolling like everyone else. But when push comes to shove and I want something, I'm finna go get that shit no matter what it is, no matter how hard it takes me, no matter how many hours I have to suffer, no matter how many times I've gone broke, I've gone back up and just kept punching until I got my way. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be a billionaire, I want to be a billionaire, and I'm gonna become a billionaire. I'm gonna become filthy rich, and I've spoken into success. I've put my hours in, and I'll literally give y'all a story of where I came from, how I even got into this space. As you can see, basketball shoes behind me, LeBron James jersey on the wall. I grew up playing basketball. Grew up playing basketball until I want to say ninth grade. I'm 5'8". I'm an Indian. I live in Texas. I'm not going anywhere with basketball. Didn't make the high school team. Then I got to shifting, what do I want to do? I was interested in investing, how am I finna stack my bread? I want to get rich. It all started when I had my first business at the age of 13, teaching kids basketball. I made a couple $100s off that summer. Never really thought anything of it, just money to get food, just money to do this, money to do whatever. And then going into freshman year, I got cut from the basketball team. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and I read Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I want to say from there, I was doing prize picks for a little, just to make a little bit of money. I made my first band off prize picks at the age of 15. Then I hopped into drop shipping, just probably everyone else did. Hopped into drop shipping for a little bit. I'm probably forgetting like a bunch of shit that I did. Like I'm trying to like really think of like how all this shit started. Hopped into drop shipping. That shit did not work out. I think I was selling. I probably have the product somewhere here. I was selling like wireless chargers and I was selling like fucking phone cases and I never got a single order. I lost a lot of money on that. Couple hundred that I had to my name. I went to social media marketing. I was trying to run these little like Brett Scales does, where he tries to grow these brands. He calls it freelance brand scaling. I think it was exactly what I would do. I would find like plumbers, uh, HVAC people who didn't really have any experience. I mean, any Google Ads experience. And I would go and run ads for them, but I sucked at cold calling. I could never really like get them on the phone, or even when I got on the phone, like I can never really get like that answer, and I'm like, this shit's not for me. I'm not really good at sales. And then I got to thinking, I was really into investing. Like, what do I do? How do I invest? And my parents gave me like a little money. I think it was like $500. I invested that, but it was still like on some like on the side shit. And that's what I mean. Like, regardless of like how much ever I said that I want it more bad than you, and that although I have no reason to be hustling like I am or I have been my entire life, I will say that the financial situation that I was born into really gave me an upscaling compared to other people where my parents want me to pursue my dreams and will always fund me with it when I was a kid, compared to something that most of y'all don't have or some of y'all don't have. But I'm a strong believer that in life you're dealt your cards, right? I could be dealt aces while you could be dealt like pocket fours or like 7-6 offsuit. But regardless of the situation that you're in, like what are you gonna do? Like cry about that shit? Just go get it. Like genuinely go get it. And this might sound like I'm out of touch with reality. I promise you I'm not. I'm not out of touch with reality. I know how hard it is for some of y'all. I know the job market's not good. I know it's hard to get a job, but regardless of what it is, don't throw in the towel. Keep going. Keep going. And what was I in the story? Yeah, investing. I mean, no, I did skip a few things. I ended up running ads for clothing brands, making these paying these dudes off Fiverr to make these ads for people who wanted to make clothing brands. Cause I was like I'm into fashion, but like, can I really design clothes? Fuck no, I don't really know how to do that shit. I did that. I got like a few sales. I want to say like I made like $300-400 off that, but like I didn't really go anywhere with it. I'm trying to think. There's definitely something reselling. I tried reselling for a little bit. Uh, Still to this day, I do it a little bit just to make like side income, but it's not like really anything crazy, just to cover expenses and whatnot. But what else? I went door to door, selling these little like coasters. I made these coasters. I went door to door selling them. Like my whole point in case being, I was 15 when I started doing all this. I'm 18 now, and throughout my entire life, I've always hustled through like various things, anything to get money. That's really been my goal in life. If your goal is like not money, if it's to get to like a good college or something, that's cool. Hustle at that shit. I know people who hustle to that got into great colleges. So whatever your passion or calling is in life, y'all gotta hustle for that shit. Like it's never gonna come like fed like unless you're born to Bill Gates, unless you're born to Jeff Bezos, like it's never gonna just come like that. Like you gotta hustle, you gotta put your time in, regardless of where you are in life, regardless of who you're born to, regardless of the housing that you live in, regardless of anything like that, regardless of if your parents got money, you have to hustle and you have to make a way for yourself if it's not given to you. And most of the times it won't be given to you. It's very, very easy to sit here in like a state of sorrow, a state of pity, and just be like, damn, my life sucks. Like, what the fuck am I finna do? Let me hop on Fortnite. Let me do this. Let me do that. Bro, at a certain point, you gotta let your nuts hang, bro. Hang to like the fucking floor. And you really gotta like lock in and find yourself, find your purpose. And honestly, like it's not been the most easiest journey. There's like been like so many times where I wanted to put in the towel, give up everything. But bro, I kept it pushing so hard, bro. Like, I mean, I had a job. I used that to fund my trading. Like, I used anything that I could do to fund my trading. Oh, I'm still in the middle of the story. I forgot. Sophomore year, I found trading. towards the end. I still remember, bro. I used to watch all of TJR's boot camps in class. I would take like notes, and then people would come up to me and ask me, "What am I doing? Are you like learning the stock market?" I used to like read like these books in class. People would like come up to me and ask me like, actually, nah, I'm low key dragging a little bit. No one came up to me and asked me why I was reading. Like few teachers here and there, but nah. But like with the stocks, with the TJR boot camp, yeah, of course. People would like, "Why are you doing that?" Like that shit took me so long to learn, bro. I remember I started March of 2024, and I didn't make any money for, I want to say, a year straight, just donating money to accounts. And one thing is, I've always been really, really independent. Like, not to say that my parents didn't give me my first money to invest in everything, and if I ever ask for money, I'm sure they'll give it to me. But everything that I wanted, I got it for myself. Uh, Funded accounts, all that I paid for by myself. Like, I'm saying, you can make it out for yourself as well. You don't have to be born to like an amazing financial standpoint to really make it out, or even just do what you want to do. Like, there's a lot of people will, instead of like getting a job, they'll find like any other way to make money, to fund their trading. And I don't think that that's the right thing to do. I think if you want to start your trading journey or start your e-commerce business or start reselling or anything like that, get yourself a little job until your side income can take over your main income. And there's so many ways to get money, man. Y'all just need to go get it. Like, in 20 to 30 years, this is all going to be cooked. AI is going to take over everything. Not to sound like a Debbie Downer, not to sound like I'm wishing negativity upon the world. I really don't. I wish that's not the case, but it's going to be hard, man. And now's the best time for you to start. I'm literally dead tired making this video. I want to sleep so bad, but this is just like the raw thoughts in my head. And I know if I slept and I woke up in the morning, like, I'm not really finna like wake up in the morning and make this video and remember all that. So I want to get it out the way now. I forgot what I was gonna title this video. I think I was gonna title it I forgot, bro. But just, bro, like, you're dealt a certain hand in life, and you gotta go get that shit. Like, and it's never been an easier time to chase your goals. Everyone wants to be mediocre in this life. Most people that I know or in high school don't have any jobs. They're not making any money. That's not to say it's a bad thing. If your goal is something else, go ahead and do that. But nobody wants it bad enough in this day and age. And I promise you, like, I should not be hustling harder than y'all. I'm born to a sweet ass family in a sweet ass neighborhood, and I live a sweet ass life. And I know some people got it really, really rough, and there should be no reason why I'm outworking you. There should be no reason why the top people in your space, if you want to get into brand scaling, there's no reason the breast scale should be outworking you. If you want to get into content creating, there's no reason that Kai Cenat should be outworking you. If you want to get into trading, TGR should not be outworking you. Like, in all this, bro, like, you should not be getting outworked by the top person in your field because you want to be the top person in your field. I strongly live by that. So y'all just need to find it, man. Find it and hustle and just get after your shit. Cause 2 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing in life. I was literally coasting through life. I never really had the best grades. Obviously, like, I go to like a semi decent smart school, probably one of the smartest schools in Texas. So I took a bunch of APs, ended with like A's and B's, but school was like never really like something that I was really interested in. It was just something that I was like naturally decently good at, not like a genius level. So I found my calling in life through trading and internet money, and that's what I'm gonna pursue for the rest of my life. And there's just so much shit that I learned over the years that I feel like if I just never started with anything, I would have never learned. Like, I've learned so much skills over the years. I've learned like business skills through the marketing agency, through drop shipping, reselling, negotiation, all of that, just through my life experiences. And it takes a couple like of things to cycle through before you find your calling. I even forgot. I started so many TikTok pages that people don't know about. I started a meme account, got over a million views on that. I started clipping streamers. I was clipping streamers for 6 months. I don't even think I made a dime off that, but I never qualified for the creator program. I had like millions of views. And then one day I got IP banned on everything. I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, if I like really sit here for an hour and think, I could like name to you so many things that I've done in my life, bro. So many things. Like, I could literally pull up my clipping shit right now. This was one of my accounts. That shit, I was running on TikTok as well. Like, bro, there's so much things I've done to hustle throughout my life. I've tried every niche that you could really think of: trading, content creation, fucking reselling, door to door, SMMA, working a job. Like, and I have no reason to do that. Like, that's my point in case. I have no reason to be hustling more than any of y'all. But regardless, if I want something, I'm gonna go get that shit, and that's why none of y'all will beat me. Like, I guarantee you, I'm hustling harder than you on a day to day basis, and y'all got to too, bro. If you want something in life, go get that shit. Cause no one's finna go get that shit for you. I promise you, no one's finna go get that shit for you. Like, if I want like 100 racks in the next month, no one I know can go get that shit from me but me. If I want $1 million next year, I'm not finna like no one's finna give me that shit. I'm not finna win the lottery. My parents not finna give me $1 million. I'm not gonna go take a loan out of the bank and get $1 million. No one's finna get that shit but me. And y'all gotta really put y'all's mind to it and just hustle through your shit. Like, really hustle and find yourself, and it has to be day one, not one day. Like, I know I'm like trying to sound like a smart dude, but like these are genuinely like the thoughts running through my head right now. This is all like unscripted. I literally sat down and clicked record. I was literally just in the bathroom taking a piss, and I was like, should I make a YouTube video right now? Fuck it, I'm gonna make a YouTube video right now. It's my raw unfiltered thoughts about everything, my story, uh how I haven't even come up fully yet. This is just like part of coming up. Cause like, bro, if I really came up, I wouldn't be living here. I would be living in a high rise with a Ferrari, mansion, like millions of dollars to my name. So I haven't even come up yet, but I'm just saying, compared to where I am 2 years ago now, if I really think about it, bro, not blossomed, but I've really like matured and found my shit, and I feel like y'all need to too. Especially if you're my age, if you're like 16, 17, it's never too late. I had this drive when I was young, but until the age of 15, I never did shit. Meanwhile, I know people in the same space at 14 years old making 20, 30K, and now they've blossomed into 100, 150K. I know this dude making 1.2 million a year, $1.2 million a year off of crypto, same age as me. 18, about to graduate high school, doing the same shit. $1.2 million off of that. So like, nah, it just really goes to show, if you put your mind to it, man, you can really achieve anything. And I really think that anyone can achieve anything. Like, I'm a strong believer in that. Obviously, like, shit, I can't levitate, or like I probably can't like run like a 4 minute mile, but I think anyone can achieve their wildest dreams with enough training. Like, honestly, it just matters how bad you want it. And some of y'all just don't want it bad enough. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking prophet or like a fucking dude above everyone else, but some of y'all just don't want it enough. And I'm 100% sure that right now there's some dude my age, probably my ethnicity, doing the same thing that I'm doing, outworking me. And that's what I'm constantly thinking about. Like, if there's someone outworking me in my field, like, I just gotta go 10 times harder. But man, really, I think 2026 is a year. Y'all lock in and y'all get y'all shit straight. I appreciate y'all boys, and y'all boys have a blessed night.